Hello, hello, hello. Back again. Yeah, so contemporary art project. Hopefully we'll be giving some insight into the art circuit and how it is interesting and not just absolute rubbish. So let's get on with the project. Regony. Alright, can't really show you how I built the project because it's a bit old really. I mean, it's like, did it like 2 years ago, never really finished it because I ran out of cash. This is like the silicon mold, alright. There's rather, I was planning on doing more, but it's, you see all those ripped parts? They're, I mean, the molds had it, just basically had it. See all those holes? So I can't really do anymore. Weighs about 50 kilos because this is all plaster. I should have done it out of resin, but anyway. So basically you get loads of clay, you give it a beautiful shape, make it look like a chinky. Dos litlona dos euro. And then, well, I sewed his clothes, so you can even see the, you know, the stitching. So I sewed his clothes, put them on, pour a shitload of silicone on it, which can get rather expensive, and then you pull out the mold, make it seat properly in some other structure, because if not, this is all flimsy. You can't really do anything like that, but it has its advantages because that way it will peel away and not break because it's flexible. So yeah, basically you just pour resin through I poured resin through the feet, fills up, and out pops your sculpture. But now, of course, I'm gonna make the structure. Alright, got a piece of the base right here welded and seems pretty nice. Sign there. So now we're going on to, like, on the top of what's going to be this sort of sculpture is it's going to be a sheet of glass. So I've got this angle iron where you can imagine that the glass will sit on this, but of course it's not this high, so I'm going to cut some off. You gotta save your pennies. "62 centimeters tall." structure's welded up, so it looks like a nice table. Welds don't look that brilliant, because if you buy the cheapest bloody welder off eBay, the Fleabay, as some called it, it's absolutely shit. The amperage goes up and down. The woody is sized, it's in there, it's looking good, but for us it not to, you know, like wobble, I'm gonna cut a few sort of hingy things to stick under here, and that way support it. Well, looking pretty cool, cooler than Cool Cat. Sculpture. So, gonna be protecting my metal case. I don't want it to rust, obviously, so bit of resin. You should add this paraffin, because that way it doesn't stay sticky. And that's it. just got my sheet or shit. So for the, I'm gonna put on some Sikaflex right on the border so that it really lies flat, the piece of glass, and that way it can also provide some springiness, you would say. Alright, so what's the entire point of this? The idea was that to burrow a hole in the floor of an art gallery and to like make real size figures, and this would literally be the whole floor of the entire gallery. But no gallery accepted. Typical. So I decided to make a lovely drink stable instead. I really want to break the boundaries between contemporary art and, you know, like the general public, because usually you think, or lots of people think, it's just a piece of shit, and I'm really interested in it. So the point behind this is that the second biggest art collector a few years back, who's Chinese, got well, basically went to jail because of tax evasion. So the point is, art is generally linked to tax evasion because it's an asset. I thought it would be funny to represent, you know, like Chinese sweatshop, how they hold up literally the art market through all their work, just basically slavery. Slavery! So that kingpins such as this art collector can have their beautiful house decorated. So, as no gallery accepted, just think it's a beautiful drink stable, right? Looks pretty neat.